Okay, welcome back to the Here's the Deal channel. I appreciate you guys being here. We're going to talk about APREE's arrest, and it was an unjust arrest. It was filled with hypocrisy, and there are things we need to talk about in regard to police interactions and getting pulled over at a traffic stop, and should you submit to a field sobriety test. So we're just going to go ahead and work our way through this. I want to thank Rago Monkey for posting this. I don't know how he knew that there was this body cam footage of APREE getting arrested, but hats off to him. Maybe contact me, Rago Monkey. I'd like to know how you knew that happened. Maybe he's in contact with APREE. We're going to go ahead and break this down. We're going to check it out, and from the beginning, this isn't the land of the free, home of the brave. This is definitely land of the fee. And this is infuriating. Let's check it out.
What are you stopping for?
Oh, for the tints.
I know you. You're
APREE, yeah. How you doing, man?
I'm doing all right.
I'm sending to the gym.
Okay, here's the deal, bud. Are you under the influence of anything?
No, sir.
Not at all?
Nope.
Haven't taken anything?
No.
Okay.
Pre-workout?
Did you take any pre-workout?
No.
Okay.
1001.
Keep that foot parallel to the ground. Point your toe out. There you go.
1001, 1002, 1003. Can I like say, I'm a good dude. Can I stand here for a second? I'm not gonna
What you can do is you can scoot more that way and spread your legs out. Sorry, bud. So yesterday you stopped him, correct?
Stopped him for tinted windshield. He said he didn't realize it.
Yep.
Had him checking David. He had 4 prior citations. I read him a 5th, and I also wrote him.
How's it going?
Officer, good. How are you?
Pretty good. I'll sponsor police tomorrow. Reason for the stop is the windshield tint, okay?
Oh, yes, sir.
All right, you got your driver's license?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna have to clarify. I'm gonna have to resolve the situation because I got a little court thing coming up for it.
Okay, for what?
For the freaking tints.
For the tints?
Yeah, so I got to see like a judge in like a couple weeks.
Okay, why is that?
Oh, because they pulled me over for the. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. No, I understand though. It's like against. You're not supposed to have any tint on the thing, and it's like below a certain line, the ABS line or whatever it's called.
Yeah, I got one line.
Let me just go over this window tinting law because there is a window tinting law in many states, including the state of Florida. Apparently, on your front windows, you can only have a visual light transmission. That's the VLT right here. VLT of 28 on the front windows. That means it only transmits, or it transmits 28% of the sunlight through. The lower the percentage, the less sunlight gets through, which means the darker the tint. The back windows need to be 15%. Rear windows need to be 15%. And the windshield has an AS1 line of 28% or clear film, and that is what he's in violation of. If you are not free to have window tint on your personal vehicle, you are not free in America. And the justification they use for the window tinting laws is safety for the road and safety for the officer. That's what they usually cite. Now, I understand if you have window tint that is too dark, and especially if it's at nighttime, sometimes you can have window tint so dark that if you want to make that turn at night at that stoplight or stop sign, you need to roll your windows down just for maximum safety. So I get the safety factor, but to impose a penalty and jeopardize the life of somebody on the roadway because a road pirate said you broke our laws is not consistent with living in the land of the free. Just ask yourself this question. The founding fathers, let's say Thomas Paine or Nathan Hale or Benjamin Franklin or Thomas Jefferson, what do you think they would think about window tinting laws being imposed by the British government? I think we all pretty much know what the answer to that question is.
Yeah. Okay, where are you coming?
Oh no, I was just sleeping. So I'm
sleeping?
So I'm just going to the gym now.
Okay, you stay at the Airbnb?
Yeah, yes sir.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. We have the registration and insurance.
Oh yeah, sure, yeah. And right there.
What kind of supplements do you take for the gym?
I try not to do too many supplements, but I do like chicken and rice shakes. I know that sounds weird.
Yeah.
But I prefer like animal protein as opposed to like whey protein because it's not as natural.
Yeah, gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I honestly don't know because this says like where is it? It says expired. But
yeah, exactly. We're going to talk about that New Mexico citizen. New Mexico citizen says usually If I see windshield tint, I assume it's a cop.
Everything's all up to date. I don't know if you can look it up in the system or anything.
Okay. I'll go take a look. All right, just hang tight for a minute.
All right, take your time.
All right. Hey, how you doing, brother?
How you doing, Sergeant? I'm doing
What's up, man?
fantastic. What are you stopping for?
Oh, for the tints.
I know you. You're
To APREE, yeah. How you doing, man? I'm sending to the gym.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, no, I understand though. I know it's the thing.
What do you said window tint?
Yeah.
Did you measure it already?
Oh no, not yet.
Where's it halfway out? Raise your window about.
Oh yeah, I got you.
That's all.
I got you. Take your time.
He's on his way to the gym. He's taking pre-workout.
I asked him to take himself. He said no.
Oh, well, search him then. He's on 31. You see the pre-workout at 31 speed.
Yeah, that's not. There, you can see the bloodshot.
Yeah. Yeah, it's either Coke or meth. Now check his window.
He said it's either Coke or meth. So they're assuming that APREE is on something, and they will take note of his pinpoint eyes. Yeah, I've seen this, guys. Have you guys seen this right here? Look what Sinful Toaster says on the screen. YT just threatened to remove my ability to comment or total removal from YT. I commented, about the size of one of the cops. I noticed that. I got one of those alerts. First time in my life I got an alert. Seems to me that this platform is really cracking down on what you say, and you will get a warning. That's why you haven't been seeing me comment very much in the last, I don't know, it's been maybe a week and a half, 2 weeks. Because when I got that, it literally said, we can remove your channel. And I'm like, this completely disincentivizes people from engaging in contact with contact or with content the way they want to engage. I hate censorship.
Multiple times for the windshield.
Yeah, I got to see the judge here.
Gym is taking pre-workout.
I asked him if he took any supplements. He said no.
Search him then. You see the pre-workout at 31 speed.
Yeah, because that's not because I've seen pre-workout. His eyes are not pre-workout. They're pinpointing. You see the bloodshot.
Listen to these cops sitting there and judging people that they're supposed to be protecting and serving. They're sitting here passing judgments, making assumptions on an individual who just wants to be left alone. APREE's not committing a crime. He's not jeopardizing anybody's life. They used as a justification to pull him over a window tint law. And that's only to get your foot in the door as a law enforcement officer so that you can conduct a further fishing expedition and maybe be able to extract more wealth from this poor sucker.
Vessels.
Yeah,
he's on coke. He's on coke. We're on that.
Wow.
Huh? Yeah. Well, I stopped him. I stopped for the windshield. So. You've been stopped multiple times.
Yes, sir.
Multiple times for the windshield check.
Yeah, I got to see the judge. Here's my.
Yeah, that doesn't surprise me when you have like 7 citations for it.
Yeah, I know. I got to see the judge that's coming up here on the freaking. I think it's like the 14th.
Okay.
So he's probably gonna make me take it all off or whatever.
Yeah.
Otherwise, he's gonna suspend my license.
1%. Okay. Here's the deal, bud. Are you under the influence of anything?
This is the second time he says, here's the deal. Remember, here's the deal is what they say right before they take your rights away.
Not at all.
Nope.
Haven't taken anything?
No.
Okay.
Pre-workout?
Did you take any pre-workout?
No.
Okay. All right. So what I'm gonna have you do is just turn off the vehicle for me and step out. Okay. Right now, I have reason to believe that you may be under the influence. I want to run you through some field sobriety exercises to determine that. Okay.
All right, that's fine. I understand.
Okay. All right. All right. When you step out, I'm gonna pat you down really quick. Okay.
All right, so can I wear my hat?
Yeah. Just keep the hat off for me. Okay.
All right.
For now,
Just face it off for me. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Take your hands, put them on top of your head.
Awesome.
For now, you
Just
can wear
face
it.
it off for me. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Take your hands, put them on top of your head.
Oh, sounds good.
look at, I mean, imagine having a job, and I know we see this a lot, so it's kind of commonplace and we're kind of used to it, like the frog boiling in the water. But imagine having a job where you as a man can put hands on another man and him not fight back. That is just ridiculous to me. Who would sign on the dot? Yeah, I want a job where I can put my hands on another man. What kind of person are you to desire to do that? Just, this world is so freaking crazy, man.
All right, now we're gonna step over here.
This isn't moonshine, is it?
No, sir, that's water. You can test it if you want.
Yeah. Can I check the car?
Yeah. Oh well, no, I don't consent to any searches and seizures, but that's water.
Well, I gotta check it to see if it's water.
You want me to get it out?
You want me to consent to any searches or seizures right now?
No, I don't.
Walk over here then.
Okay. No, I understand where you're coming from. It's water, though. I got you. Okay. No, I understand where you're coming from. It's water, though. I got you.
Right there's good. Right there's good.
All right.
All right. So again, we have not utilized anything, right?
I'm sorry?
We have not utilized any types of narcotics, drugs, alcohol, anything like that.
No, sir.
No, not at all.
No, sir.
Now, these are the kinds of questions you don't want to ask. We always say on this channel, and you will get a stellar education on other channels. If you're not in the driver's seat of the conversation when you're interacting with the cop, it's a good idea to not say anything. They are trying to build a case against you. They're data mining your brain. They want you to talk. The more you talk, the more of a case they build against you. It never does you any good unless you are on the offensive. If you're playing defense on the other end of a cop's questions, you don't want to do that. If you're offense and you're completely in the driver's seat and they're in the back seat or locked in the trunk, not a bad idea to talk to a cop so that you control them or whatever. But generally speaking, if they're asking you questions, these are questions you don't want to be answering. Ever. Talk to an attorney, talk to an ex-cop, get them to give you the honest answer about, should I ever talk to a cop? Second question is, ask an ex-cop, somebody who's broken free from the Thin Blue Line gang, or ask an attorney, is it ever a good idea for me to take a field sobriety test? Are those field sobriety tests geared to give me the best shot at proving to this officer that I'm not under the influence of anything? Ask your attorney that.
Not at all.
Not at all. I haven't. No.
Okay.
They muted the body cam right here. I don't know why they did this.
Hey, I'm going to take him over to the sidewalk over here. We're going to do it over there. So let's walk over here, okay?
All right, sounds good.
And as we're walking, let's take a look at the.
Over them and grab my stuff.
Let's take a look at the window tint of the patrol cruisers here. Look at that. Look at that. That looks like pretty dark tint to me. What's the rule? What's the rule that they're not following? Let's take a look. In Florida, the back windows 15%, rear windows 15%. That looks like limo tint to me. What does it look like to you? So you got a bunch of hypocrites who are breaking their own laws, pulling you over for breaking a law that they're breaking.
How many tickets you got for 10?
I forgot, but
You know, it would have been a great answer there for APREE. How many tickets you got for your tent? I mean, come on, turn your body camera over there. Look at your tent.
so I have to see the judge. Like I was saying, I think it's like the 14th of August. So I mean,
You just got it. You just got one yesterday, right?
yeah. So freaking, I gotta take all this stuff off. The judge is probably gonna make me take it all off. I don't know. Maybe you're familiar with the process, but I mean, obviously it can't continue because you got,
Now here comes the motorcycle tyrant.
And this is just the guy you stopped yesterday. And
All on to front, going to jail.
Right now, he's going through FSEs.
Oh, okay.
Step over here for me.
Look at the back windows of these cruisers right here. Look, can you see this one on the left? Look at this one right here. You can't see through that tint. The law is 28%. You can see through 28%. I can't stand. One of the most cruddy things you can be as a human being is a hypocrite. Oh, no. We can do that. We're police officers. Well, then you've just testified to the fact, the thing that we always say is cops always operate above their own laws. They're not beholden to their own laws, but you are. In other words, badges and uniforms and utility belts and authority of the state grants special rights that none of the rest of us have.
All right.
Oh, okay. Step over here for me.
All right.
All right, turn around and face me. All right. Okay, so what I want you to do is I want you to take your feet and place them just like this for me.
Can I take my sandals off?
Yeah, if you're comfortable doing it without the sandals, absolutely.
yeah.
Go ahead. All right, I want you to put your feet together just like this for me. All right.
I do not know why APREE is submitting to a field sobriety test. Like I said, ask any lawyer, ask any, I think I have it up here right here. This is a law firm, the law offices of whoever this guy is. Should you take a field sobriety test? The answer, absolutely, positively not. They are geared to make the most sober person fail. They are looking for clues so that they can apprehend you. I don't know what part of this we don't understand. This is not to your benefit. This doesn't give you a chance to prove to that kind of nice police officer who's just trying to keep the roadway safe. That's all the cop is doing. That you're a sober driver. It's not what it's there for. It's for them to get you on something else and then something else and then impound your vehicle and then throw you into the prison industrial complex. That's all it's there for. Just realize that.
Now I want you to make your hands flat like this, place them flat down by your sides. Remain in that position until told to do otherwise. Do you understand?
Yes.
Okay. Can you see the tip of my finger?
What's that?
Can you see the tip of my finger?
Oh, yes.
Okay. This is a stimulus. With your eyes and your eyes only, I want you to follow the tip of my finger and or the stimulus, okay, without moving your head. Does that make sense?
Yes.
I want you to follow the tip of my finger with your eyes and your eyes only, keeping your head completely still. Do you understand?
Yes.
Are you ready to begin?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm just going to mute this while they're doing this just for a second. Imagine how many resources they're wasting. Count the cops that have arrived on the scene for a man who's literally done nothing wrong, an innocent man. And their desperate attempt to make him guilty of something, anything. We got to get him on something.
We're gonna do the same thing, okay? You can blink, get your eyes, get some moisture in your eyes. All right, we're gonna do the same thing, but I'm gonna go up, okay?
Yeah, they're all scum. There's not one good cop on the scene here. Not one good cop.
Do me a favor, can you go on top of my steering wheel and grab my, can you go on top of my steering wheel and grab my phone for me, please?
I want to see that cop right there do a field sobriety test. Who is this guy? Why is he in that uniform? Is this your best foot forward, Mr. Cop?
I don't do a natural line. I typically do an imaginary line. So I'm just giving you a heads up so you don't get do you have duct tape?
No, I don't use that. I use an imaginary line.
Cool. Got it. Yep.
How much do you want?
Thank you, sir.
Have you already checked the windows?
Yeah, the windows are one, and then the whole windshield's tinted.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I just wrote him the criminal citation.
Is this him that you towed the car yesterday?
Yep. Since he don't want to abide by getting a criminal citation, give him a trip to jail. Fell into a bay police.
What an a-hole. Give him a trip to jail. Let's remove this guy from society because he's such a danger to everybody in the state of Florida.
So just to clarify,
Yeah, it's so petty. So petty. Son.
Is there any reason why your eyes would be twitching while they're standing still, or not standing still while you're tracking my finger going back and forth? Okay, your eyes are shaking. Is there any reason for that you can explain to me? Anything medical?
I feel like you're trying to trick me with the question, so I'm gonna plead the fifth.
No, I'm not trying to trick you with the question. I'm asking you if you've ever been medically diagnosed with something, because I'm trying to ensure that if you have something medically going on.
Anytime a cop's mouth is moving, he's trying to trick you and trip you up into something. Never believe a cop.
I can include that, and I need to be aware of that, so I don't think it's possibly you being under the influence of something.
So at this point, I'll just plead the fifth completely.
Okay. All right. I want you to take some steps back for me, okay? We're going to actually come to this line right here. I want you to stand just in front of this
Take
line.
my socks off real quick.
Would you rather do it with the socks off?
Oh, yeah, please.
You sure?
Yes, my toes are
Go ahead.
through.
Yep. All right, what I want you to do is stand just in front of this line on the sidewalk, okay? So step on the other side of the line. All right. All right, so what I want you to do for me is I want you to imagine there's a straight line out in front of you. Can you see that line?
Oh, I'm imagining it.
Okay, so you can see the line on the ground.
Well, I'm imagining it.
You're imagining it, but in your head, you can...
I didn't catch that the first time I saw it. Imagine a line on the ground. Okay, I'm imagining it. Do you see the line? Well, I'm imagining it. It's hilarious.
You see it on the ground. Okay, I want you to take your...
Oh, I didn't even notice that cop laughed about that. Okay, I got to play this back. That's pretty classic. Good one too, APREE. Let's play it back.
Well, I'm imagining. Oh, I'm imagining it.
Okay, so you can see imagine there's a straight line out in front of you. Can you see that line?
Oh, I'm imagining it.
Okay, so you can see the line on the ground.
Well, I'm imagining it.
You're imagining it, but in your head, you can see it on the ground. Okay, I want you to take your left foot and place it on that line. All right, now I want you to take your right foot, place it in front of your left foot, touching heel to toe. I want you to take your hands, put them flat down by your sides. Remain in that position until you're told to do otherwise. Do you understand?
Yes.
Okay, when I tell you to begin, I'm going to ask you to take 9 heel to toe steps down that line. Okay, then turn by taking a series of small steps and return 9 heel to toe steps. Okay, that'll look something like this. Okay, our left foot's on the line, our right foot's in front of our left foot. All right, we're going to walk down the line. 1, 2, 3, and so on to 9. Okay, once we reach our 9th step, we're going to turn by taking a series of small steps. Okay, that is going to look...
From the psychological perspective, psychopaths love it when you're in a position to have to obey them. They want to give you instruction. They love it. There's a dopamine hit that they get when they see you follow the instructions they're giving. They eat this stuff up.
Something like this. Okay? Once you've completed your turn, you're going to replace your foot and take 9 heel to toe steps back down the line. 1, 2, 3, and so on to 9. Do you understand that so far?
Yes.
Okay. While you're walking, keep your hands down by your sides at all times. Watch your feet. Okay, and count each step out loud. Do you understand?
Say that again.
Okay, so while you're walking, keep your hands down by your sides, look at your feet, and count each step out loud. Do you understand?
All right.
All right, do you have any questions? Okay. Are you ready to begin? Yes. Here you begin.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yeah, this is definitely painful to watch.
7, 8, 9.
Okay, you can relax.
All right. How was that? Gotcha. I didn't see my touch.
Have you been through A-Ride or Middle?
These guys right here are the worst because it is their sole job to generate revenue for the state. They don't give a damn about you. They want to meet whatever quota, whatever unspoken quota they have. They are there as economic terrorists on American roadways. Nothing good about these guys.
the advanced roadside. So, no.
DRE's expired.
Yeah, no, there's just certain things certain exercises that I can do, but they typically want you to be a ride to in order to do them. But we'll continue on with our standardized, okay? So, all right, I'm gonna have you get in this position again, okay? Your feet together, arms down by your sides, and remain in that position until you're told to do otherwise. Do you understand? Okay. When I tell you to begin, I'm gonna ask you to raise your foot. It can be either foot, approximately 6 inches off the ground or a soda can's height. Okay? That's gonna look something like this. All right. Notice how my leg is completely straight, my foot is parallel to the ground, and my arms are down by my sides. Okay? While doing this, you're going to look at your toe while it's pointed out and count in the following manner: 1001, 1002, 1003, and so on until I tell you to stop. Do you understand? Okay. Do you have any questions?
We'll go as we go.
No. Do you have any questions before we begin the exercise? You need to understand the exercise before we start.
So I extend my leg and then keep my body in the same
Yep,
position.
so you raise your foot, okay, approximately 6 inches off the ground, soda can height, okay? While your foot is raised, you're going to keep your leg straight, and you're going to point your toe out so that your foot is parallel with the ground. You understand that so far?
Yeah, I got it.
Can you see how my foot is?
Yeah.
Okay. While doing that, you're going to look at your toe with your hands down by your sides and count out loud in the following manner: 1001, 1002, 1003, and so on until I tell you to stop. You understand?
That's hilarious, Johnny. How cool would it be if the armed fisherman walked up at this point?
Yes.
Okay. Give me a second. Are you ready to begin?
Yes.
You may begin.
1001.
Keep that foot parallel to the ground. Point your toe out. There you go.
1001, 1002, 1003, 1004, 1005, 1006, 1007, 1008, 1009, 1010.
Field sobriety tests are dumb in and of themselves, but the stupidest field sobriety tests are the ones the FWC conducts on the boats. Have you ever seen those? Boats rocking back and forth. They got to put their head up, keep your eyes straight. It's just ridiculous.
Hold on one second. All right, we're going to do one last thing, okay? I want you to put your feet together like this again, okay? Place your hands down by your sides, okay? Now, when I tell you to begin, not right now, keep your eyes open, okay? I'm going to ask you to close your eyes, okay? And estimate the passage of 30 seconds in your head.
All right.
Okay.
I'm perfect at this.
Okay. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Okay, so you're going to close your eyes, estimate the passage of 30 seconds in your head. Once you get to 30 seconds, I want you to open your eyes, look at me, and say done. You understand?
Yeah.
Okay, so just to recap, you're not going to do anything, you're not going to tip your head back, nothing. Just like you are, you're going to close your eyes, you're going to count to 30, okay? And then you're going to open your eyes once you're done counting 30 and tell me done.
All right, I bet y'all get it on the second. Ready?
Okay, well, hold up. Are you ready?
Yes.
Go ahead and begin.
I don't think I've heard of this test right here. While he's taking this test, there is a one-leg stand, walk and turn, and the horizontal gaze, and the nystagmus test, which is the rapid eye movement test. But I don't think I've seen the test where you close your eyes and you guess at the passage of time. Has anybody ever seen that?
Done. How close was I?
About 30 seconds off.
Look at his face. How close was I? I did good, didn't I? I nailed it, didn't I?
About what?
About 30 seconds off.
What, for real? Oh.
Okay,
Fudge.
I know. All right. You're good. You can relax. You can put your shoes back on and stuff. He's definitely on 31, but his field sobriety is 10, 15.
He's definitely on 31. Now I looked at there's something called a 1031, but that's not what he's talking about. Does anybody know what 31 means? Does that mean he's on a narcotic? Does it specify the narcotic in that code?
Yeah.
I wrote him in yesterday. And a windshield ticket. And the state attorney told me I was good on it.
That would be hilarious if APREE said that. Hey, I can't afford my doctor's office this week. Do you mind if I bend over and you check my prostate?
The charge is what?
31 is code for Dunkin' Donuts.
Failed to obey
Yeah, see if you can.
Got it right here. It says failed to obey police firefighter, but it falls under the same as failed to
Look at
obey.
this guy smoking a cig. I didn't even notice that the first time. Wow, I am completely unaware. Look at this cop unprofessionally smoking at Rigdon. Mr. Rigdon. Ain't even going to call him Officer Rigdon. Tyrant Rigdon breaking out the stupid code book, smoking a cigarette, you joker.
Your lawful command. Refused to obey police. And I told him yesterday that car could not be driven on a Florida roadway. And if you don't find it on that, look for failed to obey lawful command. Because I told him yesterday no, and had it coded.
Failure to obey. So he's, oh my God, this gets guys. You want to know what's wrong with America? Look no further than the men in clown suits. Let's listen to this again.
And if you don't find it on that, look for failed to obey lawful command. Because I told him yesterday no, and had it coded. Your windows are down when you're driving through town. You'll never know.
Oh my God.
Just be sure you do.
Now, let me just break this down, okay? He's not harming anyone. He's not threatening to harm anybody. He's not damaging property. He's not stealing property. But they're going to forcefully remove him from society at the barrel of a gun, because it's always anything with cops is the implied threat of force. And then they're going to tie up resources that could go toward solving real crimes. And they're going to tie up all this manpower when people are out in their neighborhood, in their neck of the woods, committing crimes, rapes, murders, thefts. But they're going to take this guy off the streets because his window tinting's too dark and he didn't do what the motorcycle cop said the previous day. If that's not infuriating, if that's not getting your priorities completely backwards, I don't know what is.
See to go with that belt.
Yeah. Can you handle the toe for me?
And why put him in handcuffs in the first place?
Money.
Well, nuisance, man.
Oh, I get to go through another man's pockets. I love this part. This is a great one. Watch this, March. Oh, I can't wait to get into his pockets. Can we rifle through his car now and take some of his belongings?
Rotation, y'all want to hold off a little bit.
Man, go and call for it. You got shorts underneath these pants? No?
No, he didn't fail. He aced the test. He aced everything that he needed to ace for the field sobriety test. And still, you shouldn't take those. Even if you think you have 100% chance at passing them, it's still never a good idea to take them. But he aced it. The reason they're arresting him is because he has 7 outstanding citations for window tint violations. And the motorcycle cop goes, well, just take him in. Just go ahead and take him in.
Where is this stuff that's in this, I feel right here then?
In like the zipper pocket there?
Yes, I'm in the zipper pocket right now.
No,
Oh, is there another pocket behind it?
Yeah,
Oh,
it's like a
okay.
slip.
Interesting, okay.
You think I'll be out today?
I do not know.
If I'm out, I'm getting my back bicep workout in today.
You getting your what?
If I get out today, I'm getting my back bicep workout in.
That's hilarious.
I didn't understand what you said again.
He said he wants to work out.
Oh, okay.
I'm still getting back biceps in today if I get out.
Hey, I get that. I get that.
Be sure you give him a ticket for
And as we go back past the Groveland police cruisers, note the darkness of the window tint. Seriously, what do you think the VLT, the visual light transmittance, is on this vehicle right here, or this one right here? They're completely in violation of their own code that they're arresting another man for. You can't even get more hypocritical than that. And there is tint on that front window as well. You know, another thing that window tint does is it protects you. It protects your skin. It protects you from the sunlight. It protects the interior of your car. It makes life a little bit more comfortable, but they don't want that for you while they take that for themselves.
We can get your stuff. We'll get your stuff because we have to do inventory of the vehicle anyways. Hey man, before we start, we looking at.
No, it is the tint on the rear too. It is the tint. Somebody said it's the tint on the front windows, not the rear. No, it's the tint on the rear too. We just went over that. It can only have 28% on the front side windows, 15% on the back windows, 15% on the rear windows. So there is a law for all windows, including the front windshield. And I would say that the rear of these windows and that front right there is in violation of their own laws.
Vehicles, is there anything in there? No. We're going to have to do an inventory, which means that we have to go through the vehicle. So,
No.
Nothing we're going to find?
Nope.
Okay. I get you.
This is so uncomfortable. Can I like say, I'm a good dude. Can I just stand here for a second? I'm not going to like.
What you can do is you can scoot more that way and spread your legs out. Sorry about
Yeah, he could have done that. He could have exercised that wonderful officer discretion that we always hear about, and he could have made APREE a little bit more comfortable. He could have not put the handcuffs on him, said, look, if you're going to take him down, which in and of itself would be unjust, he could have said to APREE, hey, I know you're a good dude. You got a YouTube channel. You're not going to run on me. I'm not even going to put you in cuffs. And of course you can stand outside. You're not a danger to me. Didn't do it.
If you want to inventory that car, you can.
Yeah. 160 Grove. You can show use of 1015 reference $316. $316 violation.
That's kind of like what I wanted to talk about. Do people view? I'm not viewing APREE as being a bootlicker here. I'm viewing him as being agreeable. Captain Happy says he sure was a bootlicker when he didn't think the cameras were on. I think people make mistakes. I think if APREE had it to do all over again, I don't know why he submitted to the field sobriety test. I personally wouldn't have done that, but I'm not holding things against people. I think that we're all on a journey and we need to, there's learning that we need to accumulate. There's wisdom we need to walk in. At this point, I'm not viewing APREE as being a bootlicker. I'm just looking at him as being somebody who's agreeable, somebody who's now in a situation where he's got 7 citations for the exact same thing. And he probably knows in the back of his mind that the cops aren't going to let him off this time. Let me know what you guys think. That's not the angle I'm going at on this, though. I don't see bootlicking on APREE right here. I see that there's legal mistakes. Like pretty much any attorney worth his salt will be like, no, if you're my client, you ain't taking a field sobriety test. Ex-cops who have broken free from the thin blue line wall of tyranny and silence, who are honest with themselves, will tell you, no, you definitely don't want to take a field sobriety test. Why he did that, I have no idea. Put a 1 in the room if you think APREE was being a bootlicker. Put a 2 in the room if you don't think he was being a bootlicker. I'm not viewing it that way, though.
26.
You're doing the inventory?
He's going to go.
Okay, cool. Look at this, man.
25.
I think what the cop's holding in his hand right there are the citations that APREE, I think his name is Asif Khan. APREE had these in his hands when he was still sitting in the driver's seat. And I think these are the court dates. He has to appear before a judge for his window tinting violations.
Breathe is 51, 52, 30.
I just went through the jury instructions, so I'm just going to ask you a couple of questions to kind of hit that, okay? So yesterday you stopped him, correct?
Stopped him for tinted windshield. He said he didn't realize it.
Yep.
Had him checking David. He had 4 prior citations. I read him a 5th, and I also wrote him a criminal for failing to obey police.
Yep.
And told him verbatim, A car cannot be driven on Florida roadways with improper and safe equipment.
And then today,
All right. Now let's think about the psychopathy of this statement right here. We're going to take him in for failing to obey police. I would rightly be called a psychopath if I wanted my armed buddies to take you to a cage because you didn't obey me. I don't know. Seriously, I mean, this is kind of a cliche thing to say, but I don't know how people can sleep at night when they know that a guy lost 100% of his freedoms because he didn't obey your stupid words. That there's no other, I can't think of a better word than, I don't know, megalomaniac, maybe, psychopath, sociopath. You don't obey me, so I get to punish you, and there ain't nothing you can do about it. Yes, this is a string of injustices that culminated in a kidnapping by a bunch of hypocritical road pirates. That's how I would summarize this entire interaction.
he's obviously operating the vehicle.
And we ain't even done yet, because now we're going to talk about the monetary terrorism that they inflicted onto APREE and anybody who would dare fail to obey their laws.
Had him call a tow truck, which he did. He uses Hodges, and then today he's out driving it again.
So with the same tint. Can you validate that's the same tint you saw yesterday?
Yep.
All right. Appreciate you.
Not one freaking good cop. Actually, I like what Blind Justice said earlier. It's like, actually, they are being good cops. That's the job they signed up for. A good cop is not a benefit to society. They're being very bad people when they're being good cops, because this falls in the line. I think Blind Justice said it's not like being a bad baker, where if you baked a bad cake that nobody likes, you haven't committed some moral indiscretion. But if you're a good cop, you're committing moral indiscretions all the time. You're violating the most standardized rule of humanity that we can all agree on. Hey, should you ever do something to somebody that you wouldn't want done to yourself? No, never. Why would I do that? If I do something to somebody, like steal their stuff or harm them in any way, or harm people that they love, that's something I wouldn't want done to myself. But if I do that, I'm a freaking hypocrite. I'm the worst of the worst that humanity has to offer. That is the job of a police officer, because they swear. You know, a lot of people are like, hey, keep your oath. I don't want them to. If they don't keep their oath, then they'll probably retain their conscience. If they keep their oath of office, keep in mind what they say. I will protect and defend the Constitution of the United States against all foreign enemies, foreign and domestic, and the laws of the state. Well, that is mutually exclusive and diametrically opposed, because there's a lot of laws of the state that violate, say, the Second Amendment. There's a lot of laws of the state that violate the Fourth Amendment. How about red flag laws? You know what that is? The red flag gun confiscation laws. It's a violation of the Second Amendment and the Fourth Amendment. But the cops are going to obey that and fulfill that and enforce that because they swore to. They swore to uphold the Constitution and the laws of the state. That is an impossibility. It's either one or the other. You either obey, you uphold shall not be infringed, or you uphold red flag laws. You can't do both, because the red flag laws contradict and violate the Second Amendment. So when a cop is doing his job, when a cop is being a good cop, he has crossed the line of morality and he has broken the golden rule, and he's doing to you what he wouldn't want done to himself. He wants a fair shake, that cop, but he's not going to give you one. He wants tinted windows, but he won't allow you to have them. He can carry a gun, but he'll take you to jail if he finds out that you got one. That's what cops do. This is why people say FTP all day long.
So it's I wasn't gonna put it on the radio, but basically, this is the guy that rigged and stopped yesterday for the tint and towed his car. Okay. So he's out driving again after. After rigged and
this cop who's a sergeant, you know what he should say? If he was a good person, not a good cop, if he was a good person, he'd be like, so why do you have in the back of the cop car? Because window tinting, and we told him not to do it. But did he harm somebody? Did you hear him threaten somebody? Did he steal property? Did he damage property? Did he make somebody swerve off the road? then let him out of the frickin' back of the car. And let's start being about the business of actually eradicating crime. Look how many resources, look how much manpower you're wasting with this guy. And you're telling me the only reason he's in the back of the cop car is because of window tint and he didn't obey your commands? You got to be freaking kidding me. Give me your key. I'm letting him out. But he's not a good man. And none of these people on the scene are good men. They're just good cops, which is bad for society.
I told him yesterday, you can't judge. So Ricky came out, he's like, I was doing FSCs on him. I called you out here because he is.
Look at his face. Look at this is so funny. We get to take people's freedoms away. Hey, have you economically terrorized him yet? Oh, no, not yet. We're going to find out, ka-ching, ka-ching, how much the state's going to make off of two APREE.
Yeah, he's definitely
I did the FSCs and he passed the FSCs, so I can't touch him on the DUI case.
It almost sounds like you want to. Well, I can't do anything. He passed the test. Dang it. Darn. I was really trying my best. I had him keep his foot up in the air for 30 seconds. Hey, get this. I had him close his eyes and try to guess at the passage of time for 30 seconds. And I had in my mind, if he was off by 5 seconds, so I'm going to get him for that too. You people, you clowns in these stupid costumes. You should be, you should have, juggling balls when you get out of your clown cars.
What the hell?
Yeah, no, I had to get with Rigdon because I went through the jury instructions and I just had to validate what exact order did you give him yesterday. He's like, I told him he could not operate this vehicle on roadways until it was fixed. So that's 316 violation. That's criminal 316.
See, now you got one real arrest.
I just had a real arrest Friday.
Oh, look, I didn't even catch that the first time. Oh, look, you've got one real arrest. Look at that. Look at you go, boy. We're going to there's going to be plaques on the wall. We're going to have accolades. You're going to get promotions. This is great. Welcome to your new career.
That wasn't on our spot.
Yeah, you're right. All right, boss. At this point, you are under arrest. You understand that, right?
Yeah, I'm your first real arrest under the squad, right?
No. Not my first under this squad. My first of this tour.
Oh, this tour.
Yeah, no. This isn't my normal shift. I normally don't work with these guys.
This guy is scum. Let's see. This is called the Groveland. We're going to finish the rest of this, but this is the Groveland Police Department. Groveland Police Department. Here's the number. I'm going to put the Facebook page in. This is the link to the Groveland Police Department Facebook page while we're watching the rest of this.
I work on the opposite side. Yeah. I'll be honest with you. I think you're under the influence. So you are definitely chill for most of the under the influence people I've dealt with. I will say that. I'll give you that. I think that you're under the influence, but I don't think you're under the influence to the point where you're impaired.
Well, how about this, officer? I think you're under the influence. What are you under the influence of? You're tripping under your own power, under the weight of your own power. Power corrupts, and absolute power corrupts absolutely. So you're an absolutely corruptible individual. Power attracts the corruptible, officer. So enjoy your Kool-Aid.
Where do we go now?
We go to the jail.
How far away?
It's
says to APREE was charged with failure to obey a police officer and issued a ticket for dark tints. He was booked into the Lake County Jail and released on a $500 surety bond. And no doubt he got his car towed. And when you get your car towed, that's a couple of $100 extra, depending on how quickly you can get it out. But this is all kidnapping. This is all injustice. When injustice happens to one man anywhere, injustice happens to all men everywhere. This didn't just happen to two APREE. We are two APREE. Leon, thank you very much for that, for gifting Here's the deal membership to somebody in the room. Let's finish this.
It's a hike. Yeah. Gracias.
He has two upcoming court dates, August 20th. Hey, isn't that today? Yeah, he's got a court date today. I wonder how it went. Hope he brings a camera for failure to obey. August 27th, 2024 for the tints. Both are arraignment hearings with Judge Emily Currington in Tavares, Florida.
He's got his phone in there, still recording.
It's in here?
Yeah.
That's what he wants.
Driver's side seat.
Yeah, because I mean, I wasn't going to put like failure to obey a lawful order over the radio. You know, it's just like.
Is this tag expired? Like 2022?
No, it's showing current. You just didn't put a sticker on it.
So Raggle Monkey, I appreciate you getting the body cam footage for that. I don't know how Raggle Monkey knew that this body cam footage existed, but you know, let me just go back to. Let me just go back to what I was saying. I don't view what APREE did here as bootlicking. I think he's an agreeable person. Like he says, he likes to keep it chill. He was trying to keep it chill here. Anytime you're in a situation where you're talking to a law enforcement officer, your life is hanging in the balance. I don't care who you are. I don't care what you were pulled over for. I don't care how nice it looks like the cop is being to you. You never trust a nice police officer. You never trust a smiling police officer. You never trust a cordial police officer, because a nice police officer is still being a tyrant. Nice tyranny is still tyranny. Polite tyranny is still tyranny, and smiling tyranny is still tyranny. So sometimes you've got to walk the line. And I feel like the only question that I would ask to APREE if we were sitting face to face is, why did you feel like you had to take the field sobriety test? Those are always a bad idea to take. But as far as bootlicking, no, I'm not seeing him bootlicking right here. And I know I saw some frauditor channels out there who are mocking him doing this, but you know what they're doing? They're mocking the chains of their own oppression, their own enslavement. They're welcoming further tyranny, because if you keep letting this kind of stuff go, it'll keep happening. Tyranny is like cancer. It doesn't just stay stationary. It doesn't go dormant on itself. It continues to metastasize. It grows. It tries to overtake the entire body. And what do we want? We want a free society. We want less laws and more freedoms, because the more laws you get, the less freedoms you will have. And isn't the whole reason to live in America is so that we can be free to do whatever we want to, as long as we don't harm other people? What's the saying? My freedom to swing my fist ends where your nose begins. APREE wasn't harming anyone. He wasn't threatening anybody. He wasn't damaging property. He wasn't doing anything that warranted him being arrested, thrown in the back of a cop car, taking 100% of his freedoms away by kidnapping him, and then throwing the cherry on the top and economically terrorizing him with $500 and however much it's going to cost to get his car out of impound. It's ridiculous. So let's just end this with this screenshot right there. The Facebook page of the Groveland Police Department, the hypocrites at the Groveland Police Department. History Bear, thank you very much. To Shanta Spencer, thank you for supporting this channel. Leon Welch and Eli, thank you, Eli. I appreciate it. And here is the link before I leave. This is the link to the Groveland Police Department if you want to air your grievances against the government functionaries who don't give a damn about our rights. I appreciate you guys. Thanks for tuning in. Oh, one more thing. I have a brand new channel called The Disturbing Illusion. Where is it? Oh, I don't even have it up. This is called The Disturbing Illusion, and this is my channel where I've devoted the entirety of it to exposing the left versus right paradigm lie, dog and pony show under the big top. See, the problem is we have parasitic politicians who are controlled by the international banking cartel, and nobody seems to want to talk about the truth. They want to immerse themselves into, hey, vote for Trump. Vote for Kamala Harris. If you just vote harder, we're going to have a lot more freedoms. I heard somebody talking about they didn't like my shirt, Trump Fauci 2024, give us another shot, because they worked in concert to shut the country down and to give tens of billions, hundreds of billions of dollars to the big pharma industrial complex, trillions of dollars to the military industrial complex, applauding the prison industrial complex. Trump is not on your side. Harris is not on your side. And that's why I use this channel right here so that I can let people know that, hey, things aren't exactly what they seem. This is a disturbing illusion. Guys, I appreciate you. I will put here, let me just put the link in the comment section right there if you want to take a look at that. Don't forget to subscribe. If you do subscribe over there, let them know that Here's the Deal sent you. Guys, I appreciate it. Thanks for stopping by. I will see you guys in the next video. Just remember, the price of freedom is now and will always be eternal vigilance. And indifference to this notion is the means by which the people have and will secure their own oppression. Thanks for joining this live stream.